1-800-449-8686, the Phil Hendrie Show. I have cell service with AT&T Wireless, and some people are with AT&T Wireless. If you were with, like here in Los Angeles, if you're with LA Cellular, they were purchased by AT&T Wireless. Some people were with, Bell Atlantic. Some people were with, what's the other one, Mike? GTE, AirTouch. All those companies were consumed, subsumed, or otherwise, taken over by Verizon. And Verizon Communications is having a problem. They're having a labor problem these days. Doug Dannger is a journalist with the Orange County Courier. He is an entertainment writer. He's a film writer, and is on actually using my cell phone right now. So you could call this report. And how you doing, Doug?
Phil, I'm doing very well. Thanks for the use of your cell phone.
And you're using my cell phone. Why?
I'm using your phone today, Phil, because I do have service with Verizon, and they are out on strike. Their communication workers are out on strike, and my service has been affected. If you have Verizon service, you may find yourself waiting for directory assistance. You may find yourself trying to get service. It's tougher on the East Coast, but it's particularly tough for a journalist. I'm a working journalist, Phil. And I rely on my cell phone. I call in the reviews of films to my editors. I make reservations at restaurants. I contact my editors for interview prospects. That is a tough job. I'm out getting scoops from the East Coast. That is a tough job. My job, however, gets tougher, and it is tougher than most journalists, because I'm also a gay man and a gay journalist.
Well, how does your being a gay journalist, and I know that you're out and you have been for a couple of years, but you're saying this cell strike makes it tougher for gay journalists?
It does indeed, Phil. It makes it tougher. A lot of people don't want to talk to it. If you can think about this in human terms, being a gay man and being a gay journalist, a lot of people just don't want to talk to you. They don't want to be around a gay journalist and a gay man. And in many places, they don't want you to use the front door. You have to come in the side door. We're not allowed to sit at certain lunch counters or use water fountains. And now Verizon's communications workers are out on strike, and they've added yet another problem for me, because I have to use that cell phone because I don't have the access other journalists have to a job. And
well, what access are you denied? You're saying as a gay journalist and as a gay man.
As a gay journalist, a gay man. Look at Phil, I can speak on behalf of a lot. It's not just me. There are gay journalists all over America who are affected by this. Rex Reed, Roger Ebert, Dave Barry, all of these gay journalists who are affected by this strike. So I'm asking Verizon to at least begin full service for gay users.
But I'm not clear how it is that a gay journalist and a gay man...
Well, some people don't want to sit at a table with a gay man or a lesbian, so we have to use our cell phones.
Okay, so in other words, because you can't sit down... Wait, can you mention to me the last person who didn't want to talk to you because you're gay?
I don't want to embarrass the person, but they are prominent in the film. I'll give you a little bit of a hint. You can draw your conclusions.
All right.
They are very prominent in the film business. They make a good 8 figures on the films that they do.
Well, that's...
I'm sorry. That's all I can give you, Phil.
I mean, that could be... It's a male, female...
I don't want to tell you anymore, but they would not sit down with me because I'm gay. So that means that I have to use my cell phone.
So you interviewed them via the cell phone?
Yes, I did. They use their phone. I use my cell phone. Some people might not want to serve us food. I have had a hard time with waiters and waitresses in restaurants serving me because I'm gay. So I
want to know I insist, Doug, because that's against the law. Okay,
Phil. Right now, I'm just trying to do my job and do it the best way I know how.
No, that is against federal law, as far as I understand it, and I could be wrong. That you are refused service because of your sexual orientation.
Phil, I'm not in a position right now to rock the boat. I've got a good job. I am out. I can't cause problems because of my sexuality. So what I do is I simply try to keep things on an even keel. And
well, if you can't get service in a restaurant, what do you do?
That's another reason why we use our cell phones. I order takeout. And when you're working in the entertainment industry and you are gay, you are constantly on the go. You're getting scoops. So I order at-home delivery, and now all of our cell service is affected. And since we are competing with heterosexual journalists, editors are more willing to put a heterosexual byline out than a homosexual byline.
But I had no idea that the kind of bigotry that you're working under still exists.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So as a gay man and a gay journalist, my cell phone is my lifeline. Now, there are a number of gay journalists out there who I know join with me in wanting Verizon to at least provide service to gay users. And I'm talking about not only myself, Doug Dannger, but Rex Reed, Roger Ebert, Al Michaels, Dave Barry, Dominic Dunn, Rush Limbaugh, Jim Rome, Greta Van Susteren, and Wolf Blitzer. All of these proud gay journalists who want that.
Let me ask you a question. Verizon's out on strike. How are you going to get service only to gay users?
We believe we can have a code, provide a code, a numerical code that the gay subscribers can use. We have the number, which we would use would be 6969. And
oh, come on, Doug.
Phil, I'm offended by it too, but it's the most recognizable code. And if we do not receive gay access to Verizon Communications cell service, then we are going to have to go to Plan B, and I'm not willing to discuss what that is. But
okay, we're talking with Doug Dannger. I'll give the number out here briefly, 1-800-449-8686. It's the Phil Hendrie Show. Doug is a writer for the Orange County Courier. And as you have heard, he is an out gay man. He works as a journalist. And you're telling me that you're having problems getting interviews because you're gay. You're having problems getting even restaurant service because you're gay. So you need that cell service more so than a heterosexual.
That is absolutely true.
All right, now I want to ask you a question that I think is very important to ask. You said to me that you have to compete with heterosexual writers for a byline.
That's true.
So you got an editor?
Well, I'm not just necessarily talking about Orange County Courier, but I know there's some newspapers out there. They know I'm Doug Dannger. They know I'm openly gay, and they will resist putting my articles in the paper if they know a heterosexual is ahead of me. See, this is the kind of bigotry that we're dealing with, so I've got to get the scoops quicker. I have to get the story faster. I've got to get a deeper story, and I have to get a more interesting story, and that's why I need my cell phone.
Well, what you basically...
And I say this, Phil, for a lot of gay journalists, a lot of gay men and lesbians around the country.
What you're basically saying and what you're basically doing is you're painting a picture of this Verizon strike, these striking telephone workers who are working for Verizon Communications. What you're essentially telling me is this is affecting gay journalists, gay men, and lesbians more so than anybody else.
Absolutely. And I think your listeners need to understand that. I'm not here to grind an axe. What I'm here is to try to do my job. But as a gay man and as a gay journalist, I can't do my job because I'm gay and I need a cell phone because I can't get service in a restaurant.
Well, I'd love to know the name. I mean, you don't want to tell me the name of the restaurant that won't serve you?
No, I will not do that right now.
All right, you mentioned that if you do not get service soon, and what's the deadline here?
We want service from Verizon Communications at least by the end of this week, or we are going to pull out the stops. And
what is that?
I'm not prepared to say right now.
Well, I got to tell you something, Doug. You're on my show. You know, I give you a lot of interview time on my program, and then you're on my show right now.
Phil, I don't want to scare anybody right now, but we may have to pull the stops out on this. And
well, what are you doing? Are you threatening Verizon?
I'm telling you right now that if I don't get the kind of access to my cell phone that I want, at least for gay users, that we will not release some information that we do have.
What kind of information is this? I mean, is it...
Well, it's nothing, I guess, that you would think is important, but it's stuff... I'll tell you this right now. I'm in possession of some information and in possession of some things that a lot of people in your listening audience would love to have. If I don't get access to my cell phone, if I don't get gay access, and we're just asking for gay access.
Gay access to your cell phone.
That's correct. And I'm telling you right now, Phil, there are ways you can do that.
If you don't get gay access to the cell phone, you will not release certain information that you have having to do with what?
I'm not prepared to say it.
Does it have to do with the safety of our country?
No, but it does have to do with something that your audience especially would be vitally interested in. It is news. It is big news. I won't release it. And I'm in possession of it. I want gay access. I want it now. And I say this on behalf of a lot of gay journalists who I mentioned.
You mentioned the names Wolf Blitzer, Rush Limbaugh. I had no idea.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, Doug Dannger with us. 1-800-449-8686 is the number here as he talks about the Verizon strike affecting cellular service across this country. And in particular, Doug, who has Verizon service, he can't get any cell service because they have this strike. He's asking for, quote, gay access, meaning as a gay journalist, he needs a cell phone more than a straight journalist does. because he can't get service in restaurants, so he has to order takeout, and a lot of people don't want to sit down and be interviewed by a gay guy, so they prefer to use the phone. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show. One 1-800-449-8686. This is the Phil Hendrie Show. By the way, I got a flyer in the mail. The casino night from my friend's place is going to be November, and I'm going to give you phone numbers, and I'm going to give you information if you'd like to join us for the My Friend's Place casino night, hosted by My Friend's Place and the Phil Hendrie Show, and starring the great Dwight Yoakam, a tremendous guy, a great performer, and I'll bring that flyer from the house because they just mailed it to me. They didn't call me up and say, hey, Phil, here's the information on My Friend's Place since you raised a lot of money for it. They just sort of mailed it over to us, and I just happened to stumble over it there, falling on the ground in the entryway to the house. No, I'm sure somebody had it somewhere. But anyway, we'll give you information on that. You can join us. It's a great organization of people and a great opportunity to raise some money for them, keeping kids off the street. 1-800-449-8686. Doug Dannger is... Did you get that thing, by the way, Doug?
I did get something on My Friend's Place, Phil, but I've been so tied up with this strike.
Doug Dannger is with us. The Verizon strike has affected his cell service. You are a gay man and a gay journalist, as you've said to us, Doug, and you are wanting gay access to your cell phone, even though the strike isn't over.
Yeah, because as a gay man, as a gay journalist, I have a more difficult time getting news than a straight person because my editor, first of all, is going to put a heterosexual news item ahead of me, and a lot of people don't want to talk to a gay man. So if I can talk to them on the phone, they don't have to be near me. I think it's bigoted. I think it's wrong. But I have to live in the world the same as everybody else. And
yeah, but you said you want special gay access, which is a code that you enter in that would allow gay people to use the phone.
That's correct.
And the number is 69.
Again, I know I'm offended by that, Phil. But
if you're offended by it, why use the number 69?
Because it's the most instantly recognizable. If we do not receive gay access to the Verizon communication cell service, then we're not going to release information. And I told you I wouldn't say, but I will. We have got some tremendous pictures of Jennifer and Brad's wedding. I will not release those photographs.
Of the who?
Of Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt's wedding.
You will not release those unless you get gay access to...
Unless we get some kind of assurance that a gay journalist will have cell service.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Florida, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi. I wanted to just ask Doug why he feels that rather than make comment on who's discriminating against him.
Right.
Why would you not want to fight for the rights that you have, that you fought? Many people have fought for years.
How does that get me cell service? How does that get me cell service? I can fight a lot of
cell service.
What rights are you talking about?
But you want special treatment.
I want to get cell service, and I don't have any. And unless I get cell service, a straight writer is going to get the story filed before me.
You said you demanded special gay access. You wouldn't make comment to those people who discriminate against you, and that's the reason why you want.
Well, what am I going to do about it? Okay, so suppose I cause a big stink. Do you think getting into a court fight is going to get me a story any quicker? I shut some guy's restaurant down. That doesn't get me any. I got to get the job done. I got to get the job done. Getting involved in a court fight, getting involved in a Supreme Court fight, I can't get the job done.
Well, then don't use your gayness. If you're not willing to fight for that or for that fight, then don't use it in your profession.
Look, I'm a gay man and a gay journalist. I know all about fighting for civil rights. I came out of the closet 6 months ago.
You came out of the closet partially. You're not willing to fight for the rights that this country has given you.
Well, what rights are you fighting for out there in horse country? What are you fighting for out there besides another place to build a barn or something?
You're just an ignorant person because you're a name caller.
Well, why are you calling her names?
Well, how does she know about fighting for rights? What rights have you fought for? Other than trying to get an early bird special or something. I mean, I'm trying to just get the job done.
Now the listeners need to know how ignorant you really are. You don't deserve anything.
I don't deserve anything. I want gay access.
You're not even willing to fight.
Have you got a cell phone?
People you're gay. Just go out there and be a journalist and don't ask for special treatment. You are a loser.
They won't sit with me if I'm gay.
You can call other people names. You don't even know me.
Well, do you have a cell phone?
Gayness. Too many people have fought for that.
And
I'm not gay. I'm just here telling you what I'm hearing you saying on the radio.
Are you
gay? You are lame.
Are you gay?
No, I'm not.
Well, then why are you talking like that?
Why?
She
I don't
just
have a
said
right
she's
to
not
talk
gay.
That way? I'm just telling you that what you sound like is somebody who wants to use gayness
Well, let me ask
for
you a
an
question.
excuse
Let me
for
ask you a
special
question.
treatment.
Let me ask
But
you a
you're not
question.
willing to even open your mouth and say who's discriminating against you.
I don't have the time to fight those fights. I got to get the job done. Now,
Well,
do
then
you
you
have
don't
cell
deserve
service?
special treatment. You're just like anybody else.
Do you have
and
cell
that's how you
service?
want to be treated. When you come out of the closet, you want to
Okay.
be treated like anybody else, but yet you're asking for special
Well,
treatment.
all the things you're the only
Fight
rights
for the
you're
rights
fighting
that
for.
this country's given you.
Look, I got better things to do than fight for senior citizen specials at a local pump and sip. Okay. Now, do you have a?
What is that supposed to mean?
I'll tell you. I'll ask the lady. Do you have a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is it working right now?
Yes,
yeah.
it
How about
is.
that? But I'm a
But
gay
you know
man
what?
and a gay
I'm not
journalist,
going to use
and
my
I don't get to use mine.
heterosexuality or anything else as an excuse if I'm not willing to fight for what I believe in or
You
what
don't
this
think it
country
has
gives
to-
me a right.
You're
sorry.
straight and your
you
cell
have
phone
a lame
use-
excuse.
No,
you
ma'am.
want special access because
Wrong.
you're gay.
You're
You
straight
want
and your
special
cell phone
treatment.
works. You're straight and your cell phone works. I'm gay and it doesn't. Hey, do we
But
see
you
a
picked
pattern
the wrong
here?
company. I
Do we
can't
see a
tell you.
pattern
I
here?
just live in the part of the country where
Wait a
it's not
minute.
being affected.
She
Mine-
uses
I
a
live
different.
where you are,
She's
mine not
using a
work
different
either.
company.
Well, I think it. She's a heterosexual. She's got a cell phone. I'm gay. I don't get to use one.
Yeah, she's
You
got a
want
different
special
company.
treatment, and a lot of people
Okay.
in this country have said you should not discriminate against gay people.
Why
It should
can't
not
I
be
get
done,
gay
And you're
access?
working to turn the clock backwards.
No, all I
mister.
want to do is get the 69 code enforced
And
so that
that's
we
another
have.
thing. 69 code, you shouldn't even participate in that. You should demand that be a different code number.
Why?
What most recognized.
I'm offended by it. I'm offended by it, but most people recognize 69.
Well,
So what
I
am I
think
supposed to do?
That's disgusting.
Well, what am I going to do about it?
God, Doug,
Well-
you just don't want to fight for anything.
What am I going to do?
That's
Fight a bunch
right.
of queers
That's
over
right.
6'9"?
All right.
You don't want to fight for anything, and
Thank
you
you.
need to do that. Get some guts.
I got guts, lady. I got a job.
All right. Thank you very much for your call. 1-800-449-8686. Miami on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Fine.
Lady coming down on me. I didn't come up with the 6'9" code.
Go ahead,
Well-
Miami. Hurry.
I would like to say something to you, sir. With all due respect. You are blaming your sexual preference, or you're saying the reason why you do not have access because Verizon is down. I understand that. No problem.
That's right. But I'm
But
gay. I'm gay, so nobody wants to talk to me.
No, that's not true. I'm talking to you. Okay?
Okay,
A lot
but I'm
of
on
people
Phil
will talk
Henry's.
to you out
I'm
there.
on Phil Henry's
I'm not
cell
gay.
phone. I'm on Phil Henry's cell phone. You're talking to me because I'm on a different cell phone.
That's your business, sir. Whatever. That's your business. But you can.
Would you
have
talk
the
to me?
freedom to switch. You have the freedom to switch to any cell phone company in this country.
Okay, that's a good point. The problem is I
Okay,
got a
you
contract. I got a contract with Verizon, and they give me a really good deal. Now you want me to pay more? Why? Because I'm gay? This
Sir,
is what I'm talking
there are
about.
many companies
That's
out
right.
there.
And I don't want to pay more. I got a good.
You're going to pay more. You're not getting the service you want from Verizon right now, okay?
But I cannot. I got a contract with them. They'll take the phone back.
Okay, you got a contract with them?
With
Does
Verizon,
your cell phone
right.
work?
My cell phone isn't working because right now these guys are
Okay,
on strike.
so tell you what you need to do.
Are you
You
gay?
need to get another cell phone.
Let me
It's not
ask you-
because you're gay.
Are you gay though? I just want to know.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm a gay man and a gay journalist.
Okay, so I'm a straight man.
And you got cell phone. I'm listening to you on a cell phone right now.
That's right.
Why can't I have that? Because as a gay man, I can't get in. I can't even get anybody to deliver a pizza to my house. I've
No.
got to use.
Well, you're saying you can't get service at the pizza
Man.
restaurant.
Right. They will deliver to my house. But the minute they know I'm gay, now they start tacking on charges.
That's a cop out, man. That's a
Well,
cop out.
you know something? I don't
Because
want
of you're telling me. Now listen, because of your sexual preference, you can't get cell phone use. These people who are giving you the cell phone don't even know who you are. They have never met you in person.
No,
they
that's
don't
true.
know that you are gay.
That's true.
So
but what I'm
it's a
asking
cop
for
out.
is gay access during the
There
strike.
is no such thing as gay access. There is access, but access can't be gay. You're not making any sense whatsoever.
Well, what am
You need to just
what am
come
I
off
going
of
to do?
that.
What's Rush Limbaugh going to do? What's Rex Reed going to do?
Oh, come on,
the gay
man.
journalists
Come
out there.
on.
All right, the man and I are having a hard time. This gentleman in Miami and I are having a hard time understanding how you're going to get gay access in the middle of this strike. Thank you, sir, for your call. Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show. Doug Dannger from the Orange County Courier is a newspaper. He's on the phone with us. We're really not talking about any news in particular other than the Verizon communications strike. Now, Verizon Communications is a cell phone company that its workers are striking, and this has affected some service for people who have Verizon communication contracts. Doug does. And what exactly is the service? You're getting interruption on what, Doug?
Well, I don't have... service with directory assistance is difficult to get. I have a difficult time maintaining calls. I'm using your cell phone right now, Phil, as you mentioned, but I have a very difficult time getting the access that I want.
And so, what you're proposing? You're a gay man and a gay journalist, as you told us. What you're proposing?
Basically what I'm saying is I want some gay access on this deal until the strike is over with. And
well, what about the straight users who can't get phone service?
They're not operating under the handicap that I'm operating under. That's why we are asking for the 69 code. A lot of the gay journalists are. And the 69 code, which I'm offended by, and I didn't think that we should do that, but I had no choice in the matter. You punch in 69, that means you automatically correspond to a master list of gay journalists who are using the service, and then you get your service.
And so you can circumvent this communication strike.
That's right. The strikers will work for gay callers, but not for anybody else, simply because I'm a journalist who gets a lot of what happens to me gets affected.
I don't know if West Palm Beach is still... West Palm Beach?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
You know, the caller, the gay caller.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are a very despicable person. You know, you're not even worthy to go to live with the devil. And you are probably the poorest example of a gay person that I have ever heard of.
Well, I don't know what I said.
Well, you accused Rush Limbaugh of being gay.
My understanding is, I could be wrong, isn't he?
Well, you accuse him of that.
How many times
be
is he?
careful.
How many times?
To pin your ears back.
Is he married?
Well,
I just naturally I assumed a large man like that living alone.
And you're probably the most stupid person that Phil Hendrie's ever had on his program.
Well, I'll ask you this. A large man like Limbaugh living alone in West Palm Beach, he's not gay?
Well, you don't know what he is.
I'm just asking the guy.
How large are you?
Well, I'm just saying, how do you know he's straight?
I know. How can you...
How do you know he's straight? How do you know he's straight?
Being gay.
How do you know he's straight?
Well, you mentioned Wolf Blitzer and Al Michaels.
They look queer to me. That's all I'm saying is
they look queer to you.
You like all gay people who are out there flaunting themselves are asking for more. You're asking for the jewels of the Taj Mahal for 37 cents.
Listen, pal. If you can tell me if Rush Limbaugh ain't gay, if he ain't gay, he ain't gay. But I assumed he was.
I didn't say whether he was or he wasn't.
I mean, what do you think, Phil?
The guy's been married a couple of times. What do you mean? Is he? You know, you got people on your list here. Wolf Blitzer. What's that?
You're telling me he's not gay?
Wolf Blitzer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, then where are you guys coming from? You're telling me that I shouldn't say these things.
Well, you can't say a guy's gay because you just assumed he is because he's fat and lives alone. Rush happens to be married, as far as I know.
As far as you know. Now, how about this old-timer in West Palm Beach? What do you know, pal?
Well, I don't know anything about other people's businesses.
Yeah. Is this Pat Buttram, by the way?
There used to be a song that I'm looking for the bully of the town.
Right.
The bully cannot be found.
Yeah.
And when I was a young man, I was pretty good with my dupes.
What are you drinking there? What are you having for dinner tonight?
That's none of your business.
I'll bet you having a little of that liquid dinner?
No.
Uh-huh. I bet you that Kessler's smooth as silk, isn't it?
Look,
I come from the South.
Despicable.
I come from the South. I know how it is.
You're not even fit for the devil.
You're living alone in West Palm Beach. You probably got yourself some nice digs down there. Probably made your money, I don't know, doing whatever. Now you're down in the oceanfront condo, and you're drinking your dinner. And not a damn thing wrong with that, old-timer.
Okay, this conversation you guys are having is very nice, but the point is there's no evidence whatsoever that Rush Limbaugh is gay.
And there's no evidence that he isn't.
Well, that's a hell of a thing to say about a guy.
Look, I'm not saying the guy's a mass murderer. I'm not saying the guy's a child molester. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I assumed the guy was gay.
Because he's fat and lives alone in West Palm.
Sure.
And what's your reasoning for Al Michaels?
Oh, look at Phil. I'm a gay man and a gay journalist. You put on what's called gaydar, okay? You look at Al Michaels. That guy looks. There's a little bit of a fruit ball in that guy. If you look at him, the way he's got that lazy eye, he's winking at every man in America on a Monday night. How about that, old timer?
I don't know a thing about that.
You know about Frank Gifford?
Look, it takes one to know one.
That's the truth.
When I was captain of the football team in 1961,
oh God!
Frank Gifford was the greatest thing in sport.
Start telling that story, okay? Tell me about Frank Gifford.
Well, he was the greatest in 1951. He was the greatest in sport.
Yeah?
That's right.
What did he do?
He was halfback, and he was a passer, and he was a punter. They call it triple threat.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
What comment did you have?
I just want to know about Frank Gifford.
Well, people like you who call themselves journalists, who never find out
I got some beans on the fire
about the world for anyone's benefit. All you want to do is tear people down.
I got some beans on the fire. You want some?
Okay.
What?
What are you doing with the guy? The gentleman call. Thank you, sir, very much for your call. Okay?
Bye.
I like that story about Frank Gifford real good.
What are you trying to do to the guy?
It's some old-timer calling, he don't know. I'll tell you right now, Phil, I come from the South. I come from Manning, South Carolina. That's where I grew up. As a gay man, as a gay journalist, let me tell you something. That was no walk in the park. Now, all I'm trying to do is enlighten people as to what it is the gay man I'm up against, okay? I can't get a damn piece of pizza in a restaurant. I got to have them order it.
You're telling me because you're gay they won't they serve you in a restaurant? That's a violation of federal law. And on top of that, you're going to have to, you're telling me they're going to have to send it to your head. And what's with you playing the harmonica while that guy was talking?
Sound like we're sitting around a campfire.
Laguna Beach on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just calling to tell you that Rush Limbaugh is married. His wife's name is Marla.
Excuse me for just a minute, ma'am. Doug, please don't play the harmonica.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Yes. Rush Limbaugh is married. And
okay.
The wife's name is Marla.
Thank you. I didn't have that information.
Okay.
You think that makes him straight?
Well, I don't know, and neither does that gentleman, but I'm just giving you a piece of information.
All right.
I told you he was married.
Okay, I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, so where do you move? Where do you go from here, Doug?
Like I said, Phil, if we don't get access to our cellular phones, we don't get some better service out of Verizon Communication, we are going to not release the good pictures of Jennifer and Brad's wedding. I've also got some very nice shots of Goldie Hawn in Europe. And I got some tasty stuff about what Kurt Russell's doing back here while she's on vacation. So all of that stuff will not...
And what makes you think my audience cares?
Believe me, your audience cares. They care more about Jennifer and Brad Pitt than they do about your show and this stupid conversation we're having. So if we don't get gay access, no pictures of Jennifer and Brad's wedding. And that's the truth.
Well, we don't care.
Well, I think you will. Listen to this.
Never mind the freaking harmonica. Okay, Doug Dannger there from the Orange County Courier. Good luck. I got some beans on the fire. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. And I'm just looking at a picture here of Jenna Elfman and her husband, who's like 4'2". So they look happy. She's what? How tall is she? About 6'8"? So that's great. And it says here how she keeps her marriage and passion alive in their 5-year marriage, even though her husband, Bodie Elfman, is 2,000 miles away with sizzling phone sessions, they say, while Jenna is in Hollywood preparing for the 4th season of her hit ABC comedy Dharma and Greg. Bodie, age 30, 4'6", is in Vancouver for 4 months of filming Freedom, a new futuristic TV series for the UPN network. And not that their marriage is going to last much longer. 5 years seems long enough for us. And good luck, Brad and Jennifer. And by the way, the pictures here in the star are every bit as good as the ones in People magazine. It shows them all being picked up there at Malibu High School, being carted off to the wedding. That's Goldie Hawn on the beach there, Craig. Sorry. Craig was looking at that picture going, man, who is she? She's 54. God, she looks good at 54, right? So anyway, we are refinancing our house. Can I help you? What do you want? What do he want?
Replace bulbs in the board.
He wants to replace bulbs in the board? There's a guy from the engineering staff wanted to replace bulbs in the board. Okay, why not? Bring them on in. Let them work.
They're all okay.
Oh, they're all okay. How about that on-air light? Do we need to have that replaced? So we are refinancing our house, which means you lock in a new interest rate. When we bought our house like 6 months ago, we got an interest rate that was variable. That means that the interest rate can go up or down each month. A lot of you are probably dry heaving in the car because I know it sounds like a frightening thing to do, but it was the best possible loan we could get at the time. And as we started paying our mortgage on the house, and I don't want to start sounding like one of those financial shows, but I'll just tell you that it would go up like a quarter of a point and then go down and like that. And I finally said I can't stand this. I gotta have it locked in, even if it means we're paying 28% or whatever. And so we got it locked in, and we're going with our bank. And I went in to sign the loan documents today, and she's giving me papers, and I'm signing them, and she's giving me a paper, and I'm signing it, and the possibility exists. It's remote. But the possibility exists that I'm signing something like you'll give oral sex to an ape on Main Street every New Year's Eve at midnight from now until the time either you or the ape die or both of you. Notarized, signed by Phil Hendrie, and New Year's Eve rolls around and there's a knock on my door. And it's a zookeeper or a circus guy going, "You ready? Ready for what?" Well, here's the document. In other words, you haven't got the time to read any of the half of this stuff. You have copies of this, Mr. Hendrie. You know the stuff you're signing every day? Not every day, but anytime you make a major purchase, do you even know what it says? I'm signing document after document. I'm initialing. I'm getting it notarized. I'm doing all of these things and wondering, good God Almighty, what am I? I really, halfway through the thing, I said, "Are you sure these are the right papers and these aren't meant for some guy that you're taking off of life support? Or who am I signing? Whose life am I ending by signing this?" No, I'm absolutely sure, Mr. Henry. It's fine. And they all give you the same thing. It's fine. This just tells you, they're giving you a synopsis. My life, my trust goes across the table to this lady who I've just met. Well, this just says that this tells you about the deed. And this one here just simply states that you're, going to live in the house. And this one here says that, you're going to slaughter the firstborn of every Jewish family. And this one here, it's a pact with the devil. And this one over here, you're going to gut and bleed a calf once a year and offer to. I had no idea what I was signing. So I walked out of there shaking. And, no, we did the deal, and who knows? I guess it's going to be okay. I don't know. I thought it was the right thing to do. But, man, I got no idea what I'm signing, And I had a dream last night, and maybe this has got something to do with this, because I had this dream that I was plunging out a toilet full of crap. And I was dreaming. I was plunging this toilet, and the water was rising, and there's crap in this toilet, and I'm plunging it, and the water is rising up, and now it's nose level. And there's two guys in the next room, and they're waiting to talk to me about something. And I'm looking into the next room going, Jesus, this is going to leak through the door. I hope these guys don't see me plunging this toilet full of crap. And suddenly, I've got crap water above my nose. And generally in a dream, I know I'm dreaming, and I'll start to breathe. I'll know, well, this is fake dream water. I can breathe dream water. But when it's crap, and your subconscious, your imagination is vivid when it comes to the visual. You're looking at crap floating around you. I refuse to even breathe dream crap water. And so I'm choking now. I'm drowning, and I'm plunging, and I'm trying to get this thing to go down. And finally, I wake up like this, just like that. So I get up to go to the can, and my wife goes, what dream did you just have? I said, why? She says, well, you woke up with a start. And I told her, I said I was dreaming about breathing crap water. And she's doing what Craig's doing right now. She's laughing her ass off at it, thinking that's real funny. I said I was drowning in crap water. What the hell do you think? I said, you know what? I'll tell you what that tells you. I got to get off this show. I got to get out of this business. I can't sign any more loan documents. I'm done. I can't plunge the toilet anymore. The crap water is above my nose. Dreams are supposed to be like symbols of, like the crap water is symbolic of something in my life. I don't know what that could possibly. What am I drowning in? I'm drowning in the proverbial stuff, right? So that was it, and then I woke up. I think it was because I was reading about Brad and Jennifer's wedding last night, seriously, before I went to bed, and I saw pictures of David Schwimmer. I don't know, did it bother you when you looked at this, to seeing David Schwimmer going to the same party with Edward Norton? Didn't that kind of, what do they talk about? Hey, what does a David Schwimmer talk with Edward Norton about? That TV shot's really pretty, guy just got done doing American History X, Rounders, Fight Club, whatever other crap he's doing. But it's better crap than the crap that Schwimmer's doing, you know? It's got a little bit more in terms of public coolness. What's the pallbearer? What did Schwimmer play? What pallbearer did he play? Never mind, don't put the name of the movie up, Mike. It'll take you a half hour to write it. I'll just guess. The pallbearer? Oh, okay. So he's at this thing with this guy, what's his name, Edward Norton. He says, yeah, that Friends is going great, and, well, I'll see you later. Then they had Matthew Perry standing there with Frances McDormand, who I like a lot and does a lot. And Matthew Perry, I wouldn't know, I don't, Friends, okay, that's great. So what do they talk about? But I guess they're actors, and it's all about the art, and everything's cool. But I'll bet you they snub each other at these parties. I bet you that the Edward Nortons and the Frances McDormands, they don't go over there. What are they? Shirley Temples are being served up to David Schwimmer and Matthew Perry. They're not wandering over there. Late into the night, these guys get bombed, and they're Hava Nagila or whatever the hell they're dancing to there at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. These guys are quickly making their exit. When's the, and by the way, they were shuttled over in little vans from Malibu High School, so they had to get in their little shuttle vans, and so there was an opportunity for some of you paparazzi clowns in your helicopters. That's where you could have taken the good pictures. Just right alongside the freaking van, unless, of course, the glass was tinted. I don't know. But these pictures, these long shots that these guys are taking through someone's underwear, and they're taking them through, like, bushes. Some of these photographers are dressed like those SWAT team guys. They're dressed like bushes, and they just move along with a camera sticking out of it. So they went over to Jennifer Aniston. She ordered all these beautiful flowers, and she ordered all these gorgeous garlands and all these nice roses and these moving bushes. She got all these nice flowers and stuff, and they threw the bouquet, and like 2 bushes went up to try to catch it. Guys with cameras. Anyway. So I was telling you about our My Friend's Place event. It'll be in November. It's casino night. Dwight Yoakam is going to star. We'll give you information. You can get our website. On our website, you can pick up the Phil Hendrie Show CD, philhendrieshow.com. That'll give you information there as to the casino night, and we'll also give you information as to how you can pick up our CD. All of the money goes to benefit My Friend's Place, a resource center for homeless and runaway kids in Hollywood. That's philhendrieshow.com. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show.